Everyone, I just wanted to give you a sneak peek into the agent capabilities of ChatGPT. I got access to it actually a while ago, and I just haven't had a chance to be home long enough to do a video for you all. So here it is. I figured first I'd show you where it is. So when it comes out and when it becomes available to you, you can go and find it. I did uncover that it does depend on the kind of account that you have, how quickly you'll get it. So this, you'll notice down here, I'm actually in my personal account, but I am a pro user, which is the highest, most expensive type of user. And if it's not whatever the most expensive one is, that's the one I am. So likely those customers got it first. Once you are in that account, you can then create a new chat as I have done. And then when you go to tools, you'll see agent mode show up. And now you'll see here, it actually gives me 400 agent mode activities between now, basically a month. So what I will likely do is think very carefully about how I want to use these 400, but one of them I'm going to use for you all. So I'm going to go ahead and choose agent mode. You'll notice it allows me or asks me to describe a task that I want, but it does have some helpers. So there are some suggested ones, but you can also see what kind of reports it's good at doing, what type of actions it's good at doing, spreadsheet generation, presentation generation. I actually think maybe I'll do a whole collection of videos on each one of these so you can see how it works. But for today, I actually have a very selfish need. And many of you know this, that my calendar and my inbox are just an abyss of information I wish I could wrangle more effectively. So I figured what I would do today, let me go to actions and see what kind of actions we have here, if there's anything in here. Ooh, review and prioritize my inbox after vacation. Well, I actually need it reviewed and prioritized just in general. So let's see what happens. Actually, why don't we start with my calendar? I would like it to review and audit my calendar for for the past 6 months and tell me how I have spent my time. And so I have connected sources, Gmail, Calendar, Google Drive, SharePoint. I do have a Box account, but I didn't connect it. So it does have these resources at its disposal. So now I'm going to hit enter and it's going to ask me, hey, with these, are you sure? I'm going to have to use your data in order to come with this answer. Are you sure about this? Would you like to read more? Of course I would. I can either turn off those connectors or be willing to use that connector information inside of the tool. Now, I, as a pro user, have turned off the fact that my data would be used to train a public model. You should do the same. If you are worried about such things as I am, but if not, it's up to you. So I'm going to say I understand. I have taken the proper precautions and I'm going to let it do its magic and we'll just see if it works. It's got to first set up its desktop. Okay. It's using the Google Calendar API. Awesome. It's giving us exposure to its reasoning and thinking. So I'll check for available connections. It's calling the search event. This is going to gather information. Oh yeah, that was good. So it does have access to a terminal window, as well as API access, as well as presentation, spreadsheet capability. All right. So now it is, let's see, retrieve next page. Cool. All right. Oh, look, it's going to use marketing, traveling, training as some categories. Awesome. All right, let's see, because as it tries to sign in, uh-oh. All right, so it's trying to, I mean, I can see that it can see my calendar. Those are my events. Now, one of the most important things about agent mode is that the idea is that I would just walk away and go do other things while it does this magic. But because I've never asked it to do anything before, I kind of want to see if it's going to work. Like this one, it looks like it's running into some issues. But we'll let it figure itself out. That's the benefit of these models, is that an agentic approach is that it's going to be self-healing. Some of you remember we did in the Agentic AI for Beginners course, we talked about this concept of building a self-healing agent, an agent that can solve its own problems and mitigate its own challenges and roadblocks. And that also the critical factor, of course, is that OpenAI's engineering team has thought through what thresholds should require it to come back to me as the user to provide more input. All right, it's still trying to extract. I hope this doesn't count as one if it doesn't work. All right, still reading from Google Calendar. So in our Agentic AI for Practitioners course, which we are going to be rerunning again this fall. So if you are interested, definitely let me know. Or if you're part of the AI Leadership Institute, as you are, as you may be, you automatically will get a seat in that class. We will also, of course, be including agentic. Last time we ran that class, we were hyper focused kind of on Microsoft technology. But now that this is released, we'll also use this as well, or at least walk through it. Oh, generating an audit report. Let's see what happens. Building it in markdown. Doom, 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 doom. The moment of truth. I like the fact that it tells me what it's doing and what it's thinking, and I can see the code. So if you know how to read this code, which it's pretty human readable. Yeah, look, that's so neat. Interesting. Report.markdown. I could see it has a conclusion. Over the past 6 months, Noelle has balanced travel, conferences, daily, all the things, right? Let's hope it doesn't scare you all, what it ends up saying. All right, awesome. It's only been working for 4 minutes, so that's not terrible. All right, here we go. Between January 24th and July 24th, 2025, 6-month period, Noelle's calendar reveals a packed schedule of travel, conferences, daily check-ins, colleagues, learning sessions, and personal commitments. Ain't that the truth? This using the Google Calendar API, events in this window were reviewed. So travel and logistics, 60 hours. That's a lot. Conference and retreats, 96 hours. Professional meetings, 130 hours. I mean, if you think about this in terms of business hours, right? 8 hours a day. Client training sessions, 40 hours. That's not as much as I would have thought. Ooh, oh, that's no good. Personal and family, 18 hours. Most likely, oh yes, that's right, because I scheduled. This is not a accurate reflection because I didn't actually put family time on my calendar. But now, given this, I just might do that. I might do that a little bit more. Focus and deep work blocks, 45 hours. I feel like that's pretty good. So my biggest chunks of time really were in professional meetings, travel, and conferences, which makes sense, as many of you know what I do and how I do it. What? It also created me some time distribution bar charts. That's pretty cool. Travel and conferences dominate the schedule for sure. Regular cadences with team alignment, 45-42 scrums. What? That's one of my clients. Continuous learning and client delivery. What? That's true. Focus and deep work blocks, focus time, book sesh. Oh, remember book sesh, Pat Meany? Personal and family balance. Short appointments like school pickups appear regularly, reflecting an effort to integrate family commitments. Here's some recommendations. Organize travel clusters, group speaking engagements together. That is a fantastic idea. I've actually had this idea before, that when I go to a city, I would preemptively reach out to that city and say, hey, I'm here. Would you like me to do a session for you? Consolidate meeting blocks. Sure. I don't really like to do back-to-back meetings, but I get what it's trying to tell me. Protect strategic focus for sure. How many of you all remember? I've said this so many times. You really have to decide. It's a quote I have on my monitor. You have to be in control of your time, your mind, your energy. It is the most important priority above all things. So that's what it's basically saying, right? Sustain learning momentum, preserve personal space. I love it. 1/3 of scheduled time is spent in meetings. Travel and conferences make up 40% of the calendar. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right. So there you have it. That's pretty neat. A calendar audit of my last 6 months, letting me know not only how I've spent my time, but also providing me some guidance on how I could potentially do better. I think I could even ask some additional questions. But you'll notice here, agent is in play. So now that this is done, I can turn off agent mode and just ask questions from GPT 4.0, right? I could just ask the question without using up my agentic workflows. So pretty cool. I like it. Now what I'm going to do in the next video is start combining some of these together, right? Like I want it to not only check my calendar, but also maybe look up, let's say I have a meeting, oh, that's a good one. I'm going to see if I can ask it, hey, what are my meetings on my calendar today? And what are the emails in Gmail that correlate with those meetings and prepare me a meeting preparation document for each meeting on my calendar. That sounds pretty good. Let's do that next. All right. Hope you enjoyed the session. Talk to you soon. Bye.